kids with the bumped up kicks. Better run, now run my gun. All the other kids with the bumped up kicks. Better run faster than my boy.
Welcome back, sports fans, to another episode of the Legends Never Die podcast. This is your host, Hunter Frugier, alongside co-hosts Caleb, Laren, Dustin, and Matt. We'll start it off with a shout-out to our sponsor, Legend Gear and Apparel. Go check them out. Discount business attire. We got watches, sunglasses, ties, phone cases, wallets, a lot of good stuff over there. Check them out at legendgear.co or on Instagram and Facebook at Legend Gear and Apparel. And we'll jump right in this week with our first bold take. Dustin, what you got?
My bold take this week's Duke basketball. Put up 118 points on Kentucky last night, second-ranked Kentucky. My bold take is that I believe that with Zion and R.J. Barrett, Cam Reddish, I think that the Dukies are going to go undefeated this year and win the NCAA tournament. And that's my bold take for this week.
My bold take is that Georgia will beat Alabama in the SEC championship, and two SEC teams will get in, with Michigan getting upset by Ohio State.
Even with Ohio State beating Michigan, they're still probably not going to get in. I
bold.
couldn't see them get in. But I'm going to take a bold take from football last week. It's going to be my Mountaineers beating Texas on the road by 1.
All right, my bold take's going to be them Hoodats. Just recently acquired Dez Bryant. Good pickup to line up on the other side of Mike Thomas and Traquan Smith. I really think Saints end the season 14-2 with the number 1 seed in the NFC. We showed up this week. Matt made a good call last week, said we were going to upset the undefeated Rams by double digits. Good call. We beat them exactly by 10. So I just like the Dez Bryant acquire. I really like it. What you got, Caleb?
My bold take is that the LSU Tigers let down the entire state of Louisiana. No doubt, the entire nation. Yeah. I mean, Alabama just looks unstoppable with Tua back there at quarterback. So my bold take is that this game was so hyped up, and Alabama came in, handled their business, and they destroyed LSU.
Yeah, let's not talk about that the whole rest of the show. No, I'm kidding. But I thought we were going to get better in the second half of that game when we got Devin White back. Didn't help. We were down 16-0 going into the half, and we lost, 29-0. The whole 0 thing kind of throws me off, really upset me. But our offense was just stagnant. We couldn't do anything. The run game, I think we may have had negative rush yards for the game as a whole. But I just didn't like the way LSU performed. I think we still end the season 10-2, get a New Year's 6 bowl game. But we'll have to see how it plays out, but definitely not a playoff team. What they end up dropping us to in the rankings?
7.
Yeah,
I mean, man, we're still not far, but too many one-loss teams.
What did they put, Matt? What did they put West Virginia in the rankings this week?
I think they moved it to 7.
No, LSU 7.
7?
I think West Virginia's 9.
I think they're 8.
West Virginia's 8 or 9, one of the two.
So they put the top 4, Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame, and Michigan. I think Notre Dame's going to end up falling out. They don't play anybody but USC left in the season, and I think USC might upset them. I thought Northwestern had a chance to beat them, really.
This is what I want to know about the rankings. How is Oklahoma still ahead of West Virginia after Oklahoma loses to Texas and then Texas loses to West Virginia at home? How do you still put Oklahoma in front of them?
How is UCF not the national champions if they beat Auburn and Auburn beat Alabama last year? Same thing. None of that shit matters. Head-to-head's what matters.
It's a big game. I mean, Oklahoma,
We'll
Texas,
see when
Red
West
River.
Virginia and Oklahoma play. They play, don't they? Yeah, at West Virginia. Give me West Virginia. Give me that over, too, in that game. But, all right, we're going to go ahead and start off with our Week 9 recap of NFL. We'll start with our Thursday night game. It was a pretty good game. Not really. We had San Fran 34-3. Mullins, the new QB, stepped up. Really impressive. I really think Raiders are losing at this point. They changed their motto from just win, baby, to just lose, baby. So, Raiders, y'all are terrible. Y'all are tanking. Going to get the number 1 overall pick. I ain't got much to say on that game. Awful game.
Yeah, that game really let me down. Oakland, y'all, I was expecting a lot more. Couldn't even take a third-string quarterback and go out and get a win. Brady is going to have to step up now with Mozart's nasty break of his arm. Did y'all see that? That was bad. the backup running back for the 49ers, broke his arm. It was sick. He started screaming.
Is it as sick as when you broke your arm in that baseball game?
Oh yeah, it was bad, dude.
That was sick. I almost fought their baseball coach when that shit happened because he was pitching Dustin way too much. That was the nastiest thing I ever seen.
But
This boy's arm just flopped and Dustin fell face first onto the pitcher's mound. Did you ever know that?
First.
It was bad. Yeah, it was
I just
bad.
sat down. I didn't fall face first.
Nah, boy, you had the ambulance out there and everything.
Nah.
But all right, we'll jump into game number 2. We had the Bears absolutely destroy the Bills. I didn't have much on that game aside from Bears defense looked great. I think they're a playoff team. I think they might win that division, which is a tough division. What do y'all think?
I think the Bears probably get second in that division. My Minnesota Vikings will probably take first. But
We'll see what happens when
who
they
you
play
think,
each other.
You think they'll beat the Bears?
I think the Bears take the division.
Dalvin Cook's
no
a
way.
beast.
No.
He had
Alvin Cook's a beast. He had 90 rushing yards, and he had a 90-yard carry. He had 10.
Okay.
No, he had a 90-yard. It was like a 80. No, it was like
Detroit.
80-something.
Detroit got a top 5 rush D, and they just
Nah, let me
added the
look.
best run stopper in the league, Snacks Harrison. So, you tell me, not. I know, and they played the Vikings. And
Yeah, Dalvin Cook, 89 rushing yards, long 70 yards. So his other 10 carries were for 19 yards, and y'all are telling me he's good?
Yeah, he's a beast.
I don't believe
That was
it.
a top 5 rush D. And
I think
Latavius Murray.
he's the most overrated running back out of that class.
And Latavius Murray. Well, him and Leonard Fournette. They're close neck and neck for most games on the injury report in their career because neither one of them can play because they both suck. Well, they're both good when they're on the field, but they both suck.
All right, let's get into a real game. We had a little Fitz magic versus Cam Newton. I knew it was going to be a high score. We said it on the show last week. We figured Carolina was going to keep this hot streak going, and they did. I'm ready for them to play the Saints so we could really see who's better out of the two. I'm really looking forward to that matchup even more than any other game on Saints' schedule because I know we're going to destroy Caleb's Steelers, not even going to be close, and then everybody else on the roster aside from Carolina. What'd y'all think about that Carolina game?
Wham, bam. Thank you, Cam. Put that money in my pocket this weekend. My boy Cam Newton. Look at him. He'll run for 100 yards in playoff games this year. Watch.
Yeah,
Boy's been running the ball a ton.
See, my thing about that game is Carolina, they should have been ahead way more at the end. Their defense kind of got lazy, so did the offense. I think they stopped calling like actual aggressive offense and then almost came back on.
Man, Carolina's looking really good, especially Cam throw for 2 TDs. I think that's the 3rd game in a row or something like that. His passing efficiency is very high this year, as high as it's been in all of his career, especially with Chris McCaffrey back there. But they're looking really good this year, and to me, he's the biggest threat to any big team in the NFC this year. They're just that talented.
I think it's Saints and Panthers NFC Championship, as long as they don't have to play each other in the playoffs. I think Panthers beat the Rams. I really do.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I forgot Caleb's a Rams fan, so.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all. I don't know. I think Panthers are, like I said earlier before the show. I think that they'll give the Saints their toughest competition. They'll be the hardest ones they play in the NFC. I don't know. The Rams, I said on the last show, the rich got richer. They got really good, but their defense still isn't playing well. They have gave up. Look at the points that they have
Look at
given
the
up.
names
You know
they
what I'm
have
saying?
on defense and the contracts,
Exactly.
and they're
That's what I'm
not playing up
saying.
to their potential.
They're really not. So
I think Talib makes
that's what
that big
sticks
of
out
a
to me.
difference, though.
No, yeah.
Hey,
he's
what about
not
that?
healthy.
What about that hit on Mark Ingram, that fumble? That boy got popped.
He put the head right there on the ball too. I don't know, dude.
Brockers or whatever. Donald recovered it.
Yeah.
His awareness is a 99 on Madden has to be. This boy went in and scooped it as soon as he fumbled. He just grabbed it.
Best defensive player in the league by far.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Khalil Mack. I put Khalil Mack and Donald up there together. But all right, we'll jump into the next game. We had our boy Patty Mahomes, who I believe is this year's MVP through the first half of the season. Even better than Gurley. Took on the Browns, who are probably the weakest team in the league. Just lost their head coach and offensive coordinator. So if you didn't take KC this week in a bet, then you were sleeping. I don't know. You better wake up.
Yeah,
You
that
better
was
take
one of
them
our
this week too.
premiums. We put it.
Yeah.
We put a little teaser.
Oh
in
yeah!
there with
Once
Steelers
again,
and the
last week
Chiefs.
we were 4-0 on our premium plays. 3 weeks in a row, we have not lost a bet. So good job, fellas. We are now 11-0-1. Huh?
3 weeks in a row we haven't lost a bet.
We haven't on the premium plays.
Not at all.
Y'all
Four of
lose
them.
money, boys. So y'all don't even talk about bets. Just keep the premium plays coming with the
Yeah,
fire.
but no, I like the Chiefs. That offense game is too strong. They're really powerful. I think once they get who is it? Eric Berry. Is he gonna be back this year? Maybe. I think that's a big part that they're missing in their defense.
They've been saying that
They
since
give
last
I
year.
know they really have. They give up so many points and got rid of Marcus Peters too. I think that was a really good corner.
I think they need Justin Houston back more than Barry.
Yeah, they do really do. That's what I'm saying. They have everybody hurt, but their offense just looks unstoppable. Kareem Hunt in the backfield, dude's a top 5 back easy in the NFL.
This boy is a created player on Madden.
He
Kareem
really
Hunt
is.
really
It's
is.
insane.
That's the guy you just run his stats all the way up. You change it to easy mode and just feed Kareem Hunt.
My take on that Chiefs game is Chiefs offense it's good. It's incredible. It runs through Kareem Hunt, I believe. But I think
You will never give Patrick Mahomes credit, will
Nope,
you?
y'all ruined him already. Him and y'all ruined Drew Brees this past week. But
We ruined two
here's-
8-1 teams, the best
here's-
team in the AFC and the best team in the
here's
NFC.
why-
We ruined them.
Here's why the Chiefs won't beat the Patriots and the Rams won't beat the Saints. The Saints and the Patriots can play fast and they can play slow. The Chiefs can only play fast and the Rams can only play fast. They lose games that teams slow them down in. And the Patriots and the Saints are the only two teams, in my opinion, and maybe the Chargers, that can slow them down because they have a run game and a great quarterback.
Your Chargers are ass.
No, they're not. They're not.
I'm
They're not
I'm
bad.
high on the Chargers this year.
I am too.
Even though they almost lost to Tennessee.
Tennessee smoked Dallas in Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas is garbage. We'll
What
get to
y'all
that.
seem to forget, in the stat wise, Tennessee's got one of the top 3 O lines and top 3 D lines in the whole league,
And they're going to get last place in their division.
and they're not going to get last place in their
Who's
division.
going to get last then? You were just talking high on the
Jags.
Colts before the show started. Jags are a
Jags.
borderline playoff team, not
They're
this
a
year.
3-5
Not
team.
this year. And
How are-
Texans are obviously winning the
How are
division.
they a borderline playoff team? They've made the
I said
playoffs
not
one time
this
in the
year.
last 10 years.
And they almost beat Tom Brady and the Patriots last year. That
Had
was
a-
your team last
had a-
year.
that's
You were
my
wearing a
team
damn
this year.
Fournette jersey every week, and
gonna-
now you're talking shit about
I
him?
got to get my money up so I can get me a Brady jersey. Just so I can wear it around.
You
I'm
need a
doing it.
Brady jersey, a Dalvin Cook jersey, a freaking James Conner jersey, a Todd Gurley jersey.
How was that not good?
We just need to get you every jersey for a winning team,
Man,
for
look,
a playoff
I'm
team.
going to have to go ahead and get on you with Patrick Mahomes. This dude's thrown for 29 TDs in 10 weeks, which is the fastest by any quarterback. He's thrown for 2,901 yards already.
That's
No
GOAT
ma-
numbers.
No matter what you say, as long as you're holding a phone in your hand reading stats, you can never get on me.
Still, 29 touchdowns. Be for real.
How are you going to argue that he's not good?
I don't like it.
How? Why?
Because he's got, by far, not even close, the best weapons in the league. Not even close. Closest teams is the Rams. The Rams and the Saints. That's the only teams on his level.
All right. So what about your Los Angeles Rams?
I just said the Rams.
What about Jared Goff?
He's good.
Jared Goff is good, but Pat Mahomes isn't. Jared Goff has Todd Gurley, Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, and Brandon Cooks. One of the best deep threats in
And
the NFL.
5 all-pro defensive players.
Come on now.
The Chiefs have a defense at all?
And-
No. They just put
and-
up 35 points a
and-
game and smoke
and
everybody.
Kareem Hunt's on Todd Gurley's level. Okay. That's one. Who's the Rams tight end? Name him.
Hold on. Tell me this though. How you gonna say Jared Goff is good but not say that Pat Mahomes is good?
Oh, he's good, but I ain't giving him the credit y'all are giving him.
He's
Y'all are
the
making him out-
MVP good.
No, he's not.
Who is
Drew
then?
Brees is going to win MVP.
Out of sympathy because he deserves
he's
it and
never
because
had
he's
one.
old. He
76.
broke a record, and
Sympathy for the guy that y'all claim is the GOAT.
He is.
he is the GOAT.
They feel so bad for that.
They do.
So bad for that Hall of Famer. Never heard of it.
And you feel so bad for Pat
on Drew
Mahomes.
Brees.
And you feel bad for Pat Mahomes saying he's not good and he's the best young quarterback I've ever seen. Is he the best young quarterback?
Yeah.
Okay, then why do you hate on him? I'll take Wentz, Goff, Mahomes, and any other rookie this year. Luck, I would even throw him as a young quarterback. Deshaun Watson, any of them. Give me Mahomes.
You can't consider
Over
Luck
Wentz.
young. Luck's been in the league like 7 years,
5 years.
but probably 7. I think he came in 12. Somebody stat check that.
Yeah,
fact check that.
it's 18 seasons, so
12?
5. And he missed
6.
freaking multiple years, so
But-
he's still young.
But what I'm saying, he's good, but I think people are giving him too much hype. What I remember the last quarterback we gave this hype to. Oh, that's right. His name was Robert Griffin.
I didn't give hype to him.
Stop it. I lived with you. I lived with you.
I lived with you too, and you were wearing the Robert Griffin jersey around
No,
the
I
house.
wasn't, but I don't.
You
but
asked,
I don't
you
wear the
asked me to
Robert,
get your Robert
Griffin
jersey
cleats
for Christmas.
I'd have wore the cleats, but I wouldn't wear a jersey. I hate the Redskins.
But all right, let's jump into this next game. Jets Dolphins. I have nothing to say about this game aside from Darnold getting injured. So Jets just went from absolute worst to absolute worst for the next 5 years. Jets are probably the worst team in the league aside from the Raiders. So I guess we could take a pass on this game. That was a nasty. If y'all wanted to win some money, I should have called all y'all and told y'all that field was flooded in that game. The over/under was like 40. There was no way they were scoring 40. Second half over/under 23.5. They scored 7 points. So that would have been an easy take. Wish I would have gave that out to y'all. And our next game we'll jump into was a good one. We'll let Caleb start with this one. His Steelers take down the Ravens. We all called that. We knew it was going to happen.
Of
Ravens on a
course.
3-game losing streak.
Wait, so
Harbaugh's
didn't
job's
somebody
on the
pick the
line.
Ravens?
No,
we all took
nobody.
Steelers?
Yeah, we
Aaron
all
did?
took Steelers.
Aaron picked Ravens. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
A lot.
Five
Yeah.
5 in a row. I think
And
it's
3 in
5.
a row for Ravens on the L column.
Yeah, for sure.
And
They-
it's looking like Lamar Jackson may get a start this year. What do y'all think about that?
I think they should. I think they got to give him the ball more. Right? Exactly. Are they sitting third in the conference behind the Bengals? Bengals
Yeah.
are 2, they're 3, and then Browns are sitting at 4. But no, this game,
Browns are at a permanent 4.
yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
Forever.
that's staying there. And y'all said that they were going to be the best in the division this year. They were going to win that.
Look, Hard
Also-
Knocks, bro. Hard Knocks always gets me hyped up.
Hard
bro.
Knocks is gonna hype everybody up, bro.
Look.
There's nothing there to see worth. I'm gonna have to go ahead and say that James Conner is the new number 1 there for sure. I mean, Big Ben finds a way to get it done, and James Conner is just playing at a level right now. They compared stats, and he's doing a little bit better in every category than Le'Veon Bell. So really, you're not missing anything.
Man, I think the Steelers will be dumb to bench Connor for Bell whenever he comes back. I mean, it's not really a stat thing. It's like just a team thing. Like he didn't want to come be a part of the team for $14 million. Oh, screw this guy. Pretty much is what I feel like the O-line's going to say and what the whole team should say.
And as Mike Tomlin said, he said it best. He said, we want volunteers on our team, not hostages. I
Man.
really like that. And then as Dustin said, 30 minutes later, he said Le'Veon Bell was the starter. So I feel like Mike Tomlin's that guy that talks shit, and then he sees the guy in public, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry.
Man, dude, I've been telling y'all,
He's that Conor McGregor type.
I don't like Le'Veon Bell. I'm a huge fan of James Conner this year. I mean, I really didn't know much about him coming into the year, but seeing what he's done and everything is real impressive. But I feel like the Steelers and Le'Veon's was like that bad ex-girlfriend you used to have that you couldn't get over, and that's why they started so slow this season. But they finally got over
They
and
finally
realized life's
realized
better, and now they
yeah.
got 5 in a row and just dropping back to back to back. And that's why they're the 3rd best team in the AFC.
We might have got our title for the show right
I'm
there.
telling
Lev
ya.
Bell's like a bad ex-girlfriend.
but then the pussy's so good, you gotta go back.
But all right, that's good. So we all agree that. So I guess if we took a poll here, who's for James Conner?
I'm for James Conner.
I'm for James Conner. James Conner 2020 or what?
I'm
James Conner or Donald Trump?
I'm
I'm
Hey.
taking Conner.
Hey, you'd have thought Pittsburgh found the next coming of Tom Brady last week when it was 2nd and 24, and they bring in Josh Dobbs because Big Ben gets hurt. He throws one pass for like 25 yards. The stadium went wild. Or the
Is he the
sideline.
future though?
The sideline went wild.
He is.
The
nice.
sideline went wild. Have you ever seen his eyes?
He has a fucking avatar face.
Oh yeah, he's an avatar.
Yeah, for sure. I
No,
know. I
but-
understand, but I'm just saying, like,
Oh yeah.
he looked good
Yeah.
preseason.
Yep.
He looked good at Tennessee.
I like Mason Rudolph. I like Mason. I don't like Landry Jones. I really don't. Did they? Sweet.
Good.
Sweet.
All right, so we'll move into the next game, which was my premium play for the week. I took Vikings by, what was it? 3.5, 4.5, 4. 4. Took Vikings by 4, and of course my premium play hit. Vikings won by 15. So easy call there. They look good. The offense didn't even have to do much because the defense played so well. 10 sacks? Wow. So Minnesota defense versus Chicago's defense. That's going to be a great 2 divisional games when they play each other. But I like the way Vikings look bouncing back from a loss to the Hoodats last week. They didn't look bad. Dalvin Cook back in the mix. We'll see what happens from here out for Minnesota.
I want to. My takeaway from that game was about how all these people, all these analysts have said Adam Thielen's became the number 1 receiver in the league. I understand receivers have bad games, but just so magically, the one game the man they actually paid for, Stephon Diggs, is gone, and Thielen can't produce. How weird. Isn't that ironic? I mean, he didn't. I mean, I understand he's in a good scheme because Zimmer has a good scheme. But I'm here to tell you, if you're undrafted and nobody wants you, they don't want you for a reason. That's a fact. That's a fact.
I wouldn't go that far, but I do think it's a little different. The game plan is different because Diggs goes out. He probably had to step up and play the 1 instead of Treadwell just taking his spot. You know, he might have had to run different routes. You don't know really what happened.
Man,
That and he had Darius Slay on him the whole game.
man, I'm telling you, I'm really not liking Minnesota this year. To me, they're the 5th best team in NFC right now.
Dude, their defense is cold though.
The 5th. I have Saints
Defense
the
will
first.
carry you though.
I have Saints the first.
Mhm.
I have the Rams the second, Carolina the third, and Seahawks at 4th.
The show I watch the most is The Herd, and he showed an interesting stat the other day. In the last 12 games that the number 1 offense has played the number 1 defense, the number 1 offense is 12-0. The last 8 times the number 1 offense has played the number 1 defense in the playoffs, 0-8. Defense wins big football games. Offense wins regular season games.
I remember the last time the best defense played the best offense in the Super Bowl. I had my heart broke. Seahawks versus Denver Broncos.
48
Huge
to 6.
Peyton Manning fan. I still feel like that was the most rigged game I've ever seen. But aside from that, I agree. Defense does win games, but I disagree this year. Just because our best 4 teams in the league are straight offense. Saints, Rams, Chiefs, and Patriots. Straight offense. All right, we'll jump into the next game. We had Aaron's premium play, which we all kind of laughed at as a premium play because usually that's your most confident game out of all games. He took Atlanta to absolutely destroy Redskins, and it was a good call, 38-14. Falcons win the game. Matt Ryan looked good. Julio Jones, shout out.
End zone.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Finally getting in the end zone. You just like to see the team's reaction, how happy they were for him to finally get a touchdown.
He didn't just get in the end zone. He drugged that man into the end zone like it was his last play of his career.
He wanted that first touchdown that bad.
The real question is, where do you rank Julio amongst the best receivers in the league?
Aside from that, where do you rank him right here? Everybody give their opinion on this real quick. Mike Thomas or Julio Jones? Give me Mike Thomas. Give me Mike Thomas now.
Give me Julio. Oh, all right. Julio Jones with Drew Brees, Mike Thomas with Matt Ryan.
Dude,
Give me Julio
you
Jones.
got to give me Julio just because
Give me Julio Jones.
pure speed, like, and he's
Julio.
huge. It's not even real.
Whoever has Drew Brees, give him to me. But just talent-wise, I'm going to have to go Julio. Sorry, Mike.
That's not really a knock on Matt Ryan.
No.
They just don't seem to have that connection in the red zone.
Matt Ryan's a top 5 quarterback
That's what I'm
this
saying.
year.
He's good.
This year he really
they just
is.
don't get him in the end zone.
Since because he did so bad week 1. That's why we called him out. But man, I don't know. I think Julio's just a different specimen, bro. He's big. He's nice. Yeah, that Atlanta game they completely smashed the Redskins. The Redskins,
Washington, please tell me how you have Alex Smith, your leading rusher, with 1 carry for 22 yards.
Off Adrian Peterson coming off a huge week, I expected a lot more.
I can tell you why he was their leading rusher.
Tell me.
In that game alone, they lost 4 starting offensive linemen to injury.
I did see that.
How do you get that unlucky 2 years in a row?
I did see
Last year's O-line they started with, every O-line that started last year didn't finish the season starting. They all got hurt. This year, they lost 3 for the season in 1 game, and one of them's going to miss a couple weeks.
All right, so after seeing this loss that the Redskins took by such a big spread, lost by 24, I'm going to change my divisional pick. I think I actually stuck with them from the beginning. Philadelphia is going to win that division. They're going to end up coming back. Dallas doesn't stand a chance, obviously.
I thought Dallas was going to be a lot better than what they were. Really. I'm not going to lie. I really did think Dallas was going to be way better. But that'll bring us to our next game. The Texans played the Broncos, and the Texans
Very
won
good game.
19-17. Me and Matt celebrated like we just won the Super Bowl, national championship. We were chest bumping and high-fiving and everything. We were chugging beers and other things we can't talk about. But we were pumped. We were pumped.
Boy.
Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, have to say it again, by far the best receiver in the league. He's amazing.
Dude.
Hopkins. Watson threw 24 passes. 13 of his 24 passes went to Hopkins.
I like that.
He's wide open. He's wide open.
He's too good, and you can't leave him one-on-one. But
You can't. If it's one-on-one, he wins every time.
you got to give me a huge shout-out to Broncos kicker Brandon McManus. Nah, we won't give him that due.
Call him McAnus because he's
I love him. Whiffing them 2 field goals saved me.
I like the fact y'all aren't even going to
Give me a
mention
shout
that Vance Joseph, Broncos head coach, iced Kyle Fairbath or Fairbarn, whatever, Fairbear, whatever, Care Bear, whatever his name is.
Before half?
Yeah, he iced him and he missed bad. He comes back out there and smokes it down. The 2 lesbos that were sitting behind us at Buffalo Wild Wings flip shit. I thought they walked out on their ticket. The Texans won and they straight up walked out, pumped up. It was like they just
She
dipped on their
smashed her
tab.
ticket on the table and just started running. She said, let's go. That's my quarterback, or something like that.
That's my cuz.
Yeah.
Look at my cuz.
Man, how about we get a shout out to our boy Damaris?
These girls, no, Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson's a
These
beast.
girls at B-Dubs.
Let's give a shout out to our boy Damaris Thomas. Traded from the Broncos, plays them the next week, goes 3 for 69. Didn't have a lot of playing time, but looked really good. And I think it's going to be a huge tribute to their team.
No doubt.
The Texans are a big dark horse this year.
I believe that. I think that once they get that running game established, they'll be able to beat anybody. Lamar Miller looked good last week and the week before that, because I mean they have the weapons, receiving core. I mean Kiki, do you love me? Yeah, he's out there balling too. He just been hurt the past couple weeks, but Demarius, Kute as a deep threat, DeAndre as a everything threat. This is so hard to guard him. And then once you get Lamar Miller going and Deshaun can move in that pocket, they're nice, and their defense is stepping up. Watt looked really good last week. He looked really good. I mean, but Denver's offense isn't anything to freaking brag about either. So it is what it is with that game.
Another quick take from that. I like what Kiki Kuti said when they asked him when he was going to come back from injury. He said, man, why can't y'all just let me heal? I'm getting healthy. We're still winning. Right now they don't need me. But when I come back, it's GG. And he walked off.
Was the
Yes.
Chargers at Seattle?
He said it's GG and walked off.
I like that post-game interview. I like the confidence out of the Texans. I like them moving forward. Definitely going to win the AFC South. They're just going to have to fight for a high seed because they do not want them Patriots or them Chiefs or them Steelers.
Man, let's go ahead and jump to the next game with the Chargers and the Seahawks. Chargers getting a huge road win.
In a tough environment.
Oh, for sure. 25-17.
It was a good game.
Shout out to our boy Melvin Gordon. Had a huge game.
Animal,
16
most underrated
carries,
running back in the league. Once again,
113
I say
yards
it
and
every
a TD.
week. I say it every week. He's most underrated in the league.
Yeah, he's definitely most
Kareem
underrated
Hunt's
because
pretty underrated, but
right.
he's elite.
Well, that's
Kareem
because
Hunt
you
at
know
this
how
point's
everybody
elite.
is on Gurley this year. I mean, he's putting up the #1 numbers, but like Melvin Gordon is doing it.
He's over
he's doing it under the
1,000
radar.
yards.
Exactly. That's my point. And the crazy thing is we have all these running backs now, and a lot of them have turned into these receiving backs. You don't see like an old, Jim Brown,
Pure
players like that would
rusher.
just pure run people over. But, like, passing. Okay, so Kareem Hunt, passing game killing it. Ezekiel Elliott, passing game killing it. Saquon killing it. Connor, Gurley, every single one of them, they'll rush for 68 yards but still catch 97 yards in passing. That's what the
Kamara.
NFL's came to, though. But we have probably – dude, there's a lot of running backs we could sit here and
Running
talk
backs
about
are
that are
now-
debatable for top 3.
We said it.
We
We
had
said
like
it,
6 or 7 of
We
them.
said it before the year started. For fantasy football advice, you had to take a running back first round. I didn't do it. I didn't take a running back first 2 rounds in one of my leagues, and I sucked.
Okay, look,
You
this is what-
got to take
This
a
is what I'm
running
about
back.
to tell you. I've like looked at it. I've went into every single. I'm in 5 leagues. 3 are paid for. 2.
Damn.
Yeah, 3
How
are
do you
paid
even
for.
Keep up with that.
3 are paid for and 2 are for free. But listen to this. I've looked at every single one that I'm doing good in and I'm doing bad, and I've compared everybody else's team. In the $100 league that I play in, they all take running backs heavy, right? Mike Jones' first 3 picks were all 3 running backs. Kenyon Drake, Melvin Gordon, and he had another one. He had a top 3, then he ended up trading some people. But everybody who has drafted 2 running backs are top 5 in the league right now. In every single league that I'm in to where you're good in running backs, they run the league. I don't understand. Oh, my league I have James Conner, Joe Mixon, and Tariq Cohen, and Nick Chubb. My best receivers are Josh Gordon and Funchess. I'm second in the league. No, yeah, second in the league right now. That's because of running backs. They're literally they're your team. You have to get running backs. I figured it out.
It's a running back driven league.
That's true. That's true. And in my league, my 20-person league, 10 on each side, AFC and NFC, the dude with the best record in the league has Kareem Hunt and Saquon Barkley.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
And we laughed at him because he took Saquon Barkley in the first round, pick 8, and we were like, what? I mean, he's
a
good.
fantasy machine.
He's good, but I mean,
Who
I
was
don't
it that
think-
we were arguing with at Buffalo Wild Wings? Me and Caleb, best running back in the league, or were we arguing Kamara or Saquon Barkley? Was that the argument, or was it? It was was it best running back? Just period. And a couple of y'all
Kamara
said
and
Barkley.
Gurley?
Yeah, a couple
You
people
think
said
Barkley's
Saquon
best running
Barkley.
back in the league?
No, not in the league. I said he was better than Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh yeah, it was Elliott.
I said he was better than Ezekiel Elliott. I think personally, watching him play, dude, he's magic to me. He does stuff that I don't like. Zeke can't cut like that. He can't move laterally like he can. And Zeke, for damn sure, does not have hands like Saquon.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about Zeke. I'm gonna say this about Zeke. I'm gonna say this about Zeke. Zeke
about to.
isn't in an offense where he's been able to catch the ball his whole career. Dallas probably got the worst offensive scheme in the league. I mean, yeah, when he first came into the league, people were like, "My God, look at Zeke." Well, he had the best
When he
offensive
first came
line.
into the league, they also had a bit of a pass game too.
Yeah,
Now they
and
have no
he
pass
had
game.
He had the best O line in the league. Is what I'm saying. And now that the offensive line's mediocre, probably 15th best offensive line in the league, people are sleeping on Zeke. Which Zeke did gain a lot of weight. If y'all look at him, I think he got lazy and he needs a haircut. Somebody make him cut his hair, please.
But
He
all right,
is-
we're going to
take
jump
out
into the
that
next
nose ring.
game. Our game of the week, Hoodats versus the Rams. We got a lot to say about this game, but I'll keep it short and sweet. Saints are the best team in the NFC. There's no doubt in my mind that we're going to the Super Bowl this year. We had a 21-point lead on the Rams at one point. I think the whole momentum shifter of the game was when Rams tried to run that fake field goal, and I thought he had the first down. I'm almost 100% certain that somebody in Vegas was pulling for the Hoodats because it looked like a first down, but that completely shifted the momentum. Saints went down, drove down, scored again, up 14, scored again right before the half. But the big play, Mike Thomas's touchdown catch, it was great.
Yeah, I called it last week. Saints by double digits. Hunter thought I was kind of crazy at first, but I had to let him know. I slept on the Saints when they played the Vikings, but not last week. I think the addition of Dez is pretty big. I think that's just another target in the red zone, and you can't slouch on him because he'll burn you if possible.
Man, the Saints defense is really starting to step up. I mean, you look, they gave up 35, but they came up with big stops when they needed it. And Drew Brees, the GOAT, played great when he needed to. 4 touchdowns, 346 yards, but with no interceptions still. The man's playing with efficiency like always. And just Michael Thomas with 211 yards and 12 receptions and a TD. it just looks unstoppable right now at this point.
He really is. You can't guard Mike.
Is it just me, or does this Rams defense remind y'all of that Eagles defense they made in 2009 with Nnamdi Asomugha, the Dream Team? They get all these big name players they pay so much money to, and they can't stop the run. They cannot stop the run. That 78-yard touchdown, the 78-yard touchdown Michael Thomas had, or whatever it was. Marcus
No,
Peters
got burned.
Peters was directing the linebackers. He was looking in, and Drew hiked the ball, shook, and went straight past him. There was nothing he could do except grab and pull him to the ground.
There's nothing he could do when you're playing a GOAT play caller. Audible that play. Drew Brees changing plays at the line of scrimmage. I've never seen. I've never seen somebody.
The top tier quarterbacks do that. It's like they know what you're like. They're reading your mind.
They are.
And
They watch so much film, dude. These great quarterbacks. They study these defenses so good that they're just able to know exactly what they're calling just by the way they line up.
I think
and Breeze, I think, is the most intelligent in the league.
I think
Of
it's
course,
super
Brady,
funny.
But I think it's Breeze, dude.
Actually, I'm going to hold on
Smartest
to this.
QB.
I'm going to hold on to this.
But all right, we'll move into Sunday night's game. We thought it was going to be a banger. We thought it was going to be a high score. Patriots and Packers. I couldn't believe the game wasn't a little better than it was. Patriots showed up with a depleted offense. No Sony Michel, no Gronkowski. Still won by 2 touchdowns against the Packers. I really thought it was going to be a better game, but
What I was holding on to.
it was still a good game.
What I was holding on to is actually, I was going to say, Tom Brady beat Aaron Rodgers, the two so-called GOATs, which I believe Brady's the GOAT, and I believe Rodgers probably 4th, 5th on the list.
Peyton Manning, baby.
Probably Peyton Manning, then Drew Brees, then Rodgers. I like Brett Favre because he was a warrior. He was just a winner. But
Dan Mullins the next Brett Favre? They're both USM alumni, Southern Miss.
Nick Mullins.
Nick Mullins. I thought it was Dan. Dan Mullins is Florida's coach.
Yeah. But what I was going to say,
You're telling me
Tom
Eli
Brady-
Manning's not a top 3 quarterback?
he's a top 10 person, but not a top 10 quarterback.
Nah, I'll play it.
He's got a top 10 biggest forehead I've ever seen.
Yeah, only behind his brother. But what I was going to say is Tom Brady, the battle of the GOATs, beat Aaron Rodgers with his leading rusher being a receiver. Cordero Patterson has been the running back for the Patriots the last 2 weeks, and he's doing good. Dude.
You see him dragging people with his by the shirt.
Reminds me of, shout out to my boy Nick Sanders, got drugged like that a couple years ago. Big time drug, boy. Travis Etienne drug him 10 yards down the field, I swear. But, yeah.
Travis Etienne that's running for the best offense in the league. Aside
Dude,
from
in
Alabama.
high school, Travis Etienne had 108 rushing yards on 33 carries against DeRitter. How weird is that? And now he's that good. He's that good. He didn't even have a touchdown. Etienne.
Yeah, he's
Boy, it's that Cajun.
The New England Patriots, dude. Like Dustin said, when your leading rusher is your wide receiver, but you can't really knock him. What do you have? 11 carries for like 60-something yards? 61, huh? That's crazy, yeah. But no, Tom Brady's definitely the GOAT. He proves it day in, day out that he can't be stopped. Calling these audibles, knows what the defense is running, just makes passes when they need to be made, knows exactly how much touch to put on it. He's definitely the best. But I hate to say this. I think New England comes out the AFC. And I hate to say that because of my Steelers, but I think that they end up playing the Steelers in the AFC Championship if they make it to it.
Man, I'm going to have to ask how Aaron Rodgers can say he's the GOAT and get shut out in the 4th quarter and only complete, I think it was 1 pass. He got completely shut down in the 4th quarter where the game was on the line. It was tied 17-17 where the real GOAT was going to shine. Tom Brady puts up 14 in the 4th and just runs away with it. I just don't understand how you can call yourself the GOAT and not even score in the 4th.
I got a little something on both of those teams. Josh Gordon finally coming in. I like it. With the long touchdown, y'all sat here and told me to start him over Juju, but y'all should have told me to start him over Mike Evans. I might have won. Oh, it was a blowout. I didn't even touch 100 points this week, dude. It was bad. I had Trubisky as my quarterback.
That's 8 points.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. But I'm gonna get on Aaron Rodgers a little bit here. Honestly, I think the game would have been a lot different if Aaron Jones doesn't fumble that late in the game when it was tied. But Aaron Rodgers, if you would have spent more time watching film instead of talking about how good Tom Brady was on them interviews, you might have won. Cost me some money. I took Aaron Rodgers over 2.5 touchdowns. I was like, boy, this about to be a shootout. Was I wrong?
All right, let's go ahead and jump into Tennessee and Dallas Monday Night Football. Tennessee gets a nice road win, 28-14 over Dallas, and Amari Cooper's
Was
debut.
it a nice road win for Tennessee, or was it a bad home loss for Dallas?
But a bad home loss, but I mean, I think everybody was buying into the hype with Amari Cooper's debut being in Dallas. Everybody was so hyped, but Dak played all right, I guess. He didn't complete 10 passes, but man completely forgot about his boy Cole Beasley and just targeted Amari Cooper the whole game.
Yeah.
See, this is my thing.
That's why he threw that interception trying to force the ball to Amari.
With 3 people on him, too?
Yeah.
Look, Cowboys had to win that game to even stay close to playoff contention. They could have potentially fought for a 6th seed if they win that game. I think losing that game immediately drops them out of playoffs.
No doubt. Yeah, I agree with you. And to touch on this game, dude, Tennessee, Mariota actually looked good in this game against a good Dallas defense.
Cleanest play action fake I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, he was so poised in the pocket, sat in the pocket. This is one of the first times I've ever watched Mariota sit in the pocket and take licks and still get a pass off. He was hitting up Corey Davis all night while Dallas was, they had the two rushers off the outside. They got him, and he just stayed in the pocket, made nice, clean passes, looked like an actual quarterback.
Yeah, they said some things before the game about how he messed up some nerves in his throwing arm or something, his UCL and all that. That could affect how you play. Maybe he wasn't fully healed, but I really thought Dallas was going to just completely demolish the Titans. I thought the defense was going to maul that offense, and the offense was going to look a lot better with Amari Cooper. He looked great the first 3 drives, and then Dak, and then we lost.
Jerry Jones, instead of getting rid of your offensive line coach, let's get rid of that boy Jason Garrett. He might be one of the worst coaches in the league. He's doing nothing to help. Y'all's offense looks just terrible. Y'all need a complete remake in y'all's team, like Troy Aikman said.
I don't know how you fire your offensive coordinator. Like, really, what does an offensive line coach do? Like, hey guys, let's get up on these blocks right here. We gotta hold these blocks right here. No holding, guys. Like, really, what does an offensive lineman coach do? Yeah, get in your legs. Like, come on, Dallas. But that's gonna be a wrap on football for NFL football.
And we'll go ahead and jump into next week's picks. So everybody get ready to give your picks. We'll start off with Thursday's night game. It's going to be a banger, high score. We got Carolina coming into Pittsburgh. That's going to be a huge game.
Carolina going into Pittsburgh?
I'm going to go ahead and start it off. I'm going to take the home team with Pittsburgh. I know Carolina's hot, but give me the Steelers.
I'm going to have to take Carolina, man. It's a hard one, but I'm going to have to take Carolina.
Give me the Steelers at home. I think Carolina's one weakness is secondary, and I think that they're going to expose secondary. I look for Juju and AB to have big games this week.
Yeah, I got to roll with you. I mean, Hunter said that last week. There's probably not going to be a week where I go against the Steelers. So, yeah, already got it filled out for me. Yeah, give me the Steelers. I think that they come in at home and handle their business. Although I do like the Panthers. I think this is going to be – I think it's going to come down to a defensive game. You say it's a shootout. I think one of the defenses is going to step up. Dang, for sure. But, yeah, give me Steelers.
Nah, go ahead and give me the home team, too. I took a little future bet on Pittsburgh to win the division, so, of course, I got to root for them.
That was a very good bet. I wish I would have took it. Now the line jumped huge. It was a minus 120. Pitt wins that division. They win it easy. But, all right, we'll jump into the next game. If you don't take the Saints, then get out of here. Give me the Hootats versus the Bengals.
Saints, that's going to be one of my premium picks. Minus 4.5 with no A.J. Green.
Yeah, no A.J. Green. Give me the Saints. That is a premium for sure. Saints across the board?
Yeah, Saints, for sure. I can't take a Cincinnati Bengal. Come on now, you know that.
Sorry, Devin Jones, but we're going with the Saints. He probably'd go with the Saints too without A.J. Green though. Falcons, Browns. Give me the Browns.
You're lying.
Psych. Give me the Falcons all the way across the board. I'm sure it doesn't matter where it is. It's in the Browns, but that's a home game for Atlanta in Cleveland.
Give me
I
the
swear
Falcons.
Cleveland has less fans. I swear more road fans show up for
Actually,
Cleveland games.
Cleveland has a good fan base.
They all just wear brown paper bags over their heads so you don't know who they are.
Yeah. If you want to talk about a bad fan base, the worst fan base in the league is the Rams. That's why they're not going to win playoff games. I know, that's weird. They don't even. Yeah,
They're all too
saw,
busy working.
You saw they have. Yeah, you saw they have ticket sales for the game against the Vikings. Cheapest tickets were $2. You could go watch them for $2 against the Vikings. That was crazy to me.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Falcons as well. And one simple reason, Mayfield's just not going to beat Matt Ryan. We thought the Browns' defense was actually good at the beginning of the year. Now, it's not good.
Falcons.
That's going to bring us into the next game, the Jags and the Colts. At Indianapolis. This one's tough for me. I'm low-key a Jags fan. I just want to see a bad team rebuild and win. That's all I really want to see. I root for the Browns sometimes.
You're one of those brown paper bag fans.
Oh, I'm definitely one of the brown paper bag boys.
So, Matt,
He'll take the
who do you have, Jacksonville or Indianapolis?
Yeah, give me the mic. I'm going to take the Indianapolis.
Give me the Colts also.
Give me the Jags with Leonard Fournette coming back.
Give me the Colts. Marlon Mack has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'll take the Colts as well. Got to.
All right, next game we got a good NFC North divisional rivalry. We got Bears at home at Soldier Field versus Detroit. Go ahead and give me them Bears.
Give me the Bears.
Who they playing? Detroit and oh yeah. Give me Chicago. Give me the Bears. I like their defense.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Caleb. Bears do too much. Give me the Bears.
Spread 6.5. I don't know about that, but I do know Bears win the game.
Give me the Bears too. If Khalil Mack don't play though, I'm probably gonna change to the Lions.
So we got 5-0 Bears. Next game we got the second biggest spread of the year. We got Chiefs at home versus Cardinals. This is going to be a blowout. I don't even know who Cardinals quarterback's going to be this week. Rosen, I know he had a injury, but he's not the chosen Rosen like we thought. He's actually trash Rosen. So give me the Chiefs by 90. I'll take I'll take Chiefs by 30. Really. Give me the 17 points.
Give me the Chiefs.
Damn, it's 17.
Yeah, no, that's one of the highest I've ever seen in the NFL.
Y'all remember the last 17-point spread this year though? Buffalo.
12 team.
No, they were 17 versus Minnesota.
12 team
They
teaser.
beat Minnesota.
12.4 team teaser got the Chiefs by 5.
I'll take that.
Scooping that up.
Hey, you can get the Chargers at a +2 against the Raiders.
Damn, I'm definitely taking that.
Yep. Panthers at a +17.
Ooh, I'll take that too. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, no doubt. Go. You gotta give me the Chiefs. I can't even sit here and act like I was gonna take the Cardinals. Give me the Chiefs all day, every day. I think they shut them out.
Actually, I'm going to change my pick to the Cardinals.
That's a lie.
It is a lie. Next game. Patriots and Titans. Give me the Patriots.
Patriots. Oh, they're in Tennessee? Give me the Tennessee Titans.
Be for real before I write it down.
All right, yeah, give me the pass, bro. You got to give me Tom Brady. I don't care where he's going. Is he the GOAT? Is that the GOAT, Dustin?
Yeah, that's the GOAT. Is that even a question, Caleb?
You're talking about Dustin's Patriots. Playing
My
Dustin's,
New England hey,
playing Dustin's
final,
Titans.
I've watched 10 weeks. That's all I need. Patriots are my team for the season. They're actually my team for life.
It took you 10 weeks to decide, so is that your premium play, Patriots 6.5?
No,
We'll
I like
get to that
Minnesota.
later. I like that
not
pick,
Minnesota.
though.
I actually like Tennessee. I like as far as the team. Now you can get Patriots in that four team 12-point at a +6. So, I mean, who wouldn't take the Patriots +6 against anybody?
So Patriots are on the board.
Yeah, everybody wants the Patriots.
Next game, probably the most boring.
Give me Tennessee. At
Oh,
Tennessee.
gosh. Laren, you're buying beer.
No,
You
I'm
done
not.
took Jags and Tennessee.
I'm telling y'all got to trust me on this one.
All right, we got odds
gotta
at a
trust
minus
me.
500. I got Laren buying beer next week. It's a minus 500 favorite.
Why did Bill Belichick get rid of Deion Lewis and Malcolm Butler? Because he didn't think they were that good. He is gonna expose Malcolm Butler this week. Josh Gordon is going to expose Malcolm Butler.
Malcolm Butler's been exposed the past 3 weeks.
He's the worst defensive back by numbers in the league.
Yep, that's terrible.
So, yeah, give me Gordon's player prop. All right, next game, we got the
We like
absolute
Natty
worst game
Light.
I've ever seen. We got the two worst teams in the league playing each other. Give me the under 20 points on this game. Buffalo at New York Jets. No Sam Darnold. Anybody know the backup quarterback for New York? Is it McCown? Oh, give me the Jets. McCown or Peterman? We got the two worst quarterbacks in the league, McCown and Peterman. I'm going to go with McCown.
I'm taking the Jets.
Wait,
For sure.
so is he really McCown's really starting over Darnold?
Darnold's out.
Oh, give me the Jets all day, every
Jets.
day.
They'll beat the Bills just
That
because
defense is
of Nathan
good.
Peterman. Nathan Peterman will lose the game again with all the interceptions, all the turnovers. He actually ran for a touchdown last week. That kind of surprised
That
me.
means I gotta go pick up Robbie Anderson. Josh McCown loves
Yeah.
Robbie Anderson.
But next game, Chargers, Raiders. Give me the Chargers. The Raiders are trash. That's all. That's
Chargers.
really all I need to say is that Oakland is just that trash.
Chargers.
Superchargers.
We going Chargers across the board?
Chargers across the board. Next game, we got Redskins at Buccaneers. I feel like this is another loss for the Redskins, who are right now first in the division. They're going to slowly lose that divisional lead. Philadelphia is going to take back over and repeat as the NFC East champs. So give me Fitzmagic and the Buccaneers this week.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Buccaneers for sure.
Redskins.
I think the Buccaneers are going to win too, and I like them plus 12 in that 12 team.
Yeah, Redskins at Buccaneers. Give me the Redskins. I think they bounce back with a good dub right here against a bad Buccaneers team. I'm cool with that. I'm definitely good with that for sure.
Yeah, give me the Redskins. I think they AP can get rolling. He went off. Now he had that down week. Now he's back. He's coming back strong this week. Give me the Redskins.
All right, next up we got Packers-Dolphins. Give me the Packers, of course. Aaron Rodgers bounces back, throws for 400. Miami's absolutely terrible, and the game's at Lambeau. So, give me the Packers.
What is it?
9.5-point spread.
I'm teasing that. I'm getting a
That's-
12-point teaser and teasing.
It's a little too high, but I like them still.
Give me the Packers.
Yeah, going ahead and give me the Packers as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Packers.
that's Packers all the way around
Go
then.
Pack, go.
At home this time. They can't win on the road, but they win at home.
Next game, we got Seahawks and Rams. I really feel like this is going to be a good game, and I really feel like Saints may have broke Jared Goff's little bitty, itty-bitty heart last week. They popped his cherry, yeah. So we might see Seahawks upset. I hate that the game is in Los Angeles, although that's not a home game because their fans suck. So I'm going to go with the upset on this. Back-to-back losses for Rams. Give me Seahawks. And it's a 9.5-point spread. Give me Seahawks money line. That's going to pay good. I'll take Seahawks upset.
Give me the Seahawks.
Be for real, you two. Coming back home, you think McVay ain't going to be on that ass?
But you're playing Russell Wilson.
I don't give a damn.
You're playing Russell Wilson. You always got to remember
they're
that.
at home now.
I'll
It'll
say
be a lot different game at home
I'll say it as
than what they saw last week.
I'll say it as Lee Corso says, not so fast. Give me the Rams by double digits.
Yeah, I'll take the Los Angeles Rams with that too.
All right, so me and Larry are going to be the lone wolves here.
Yeah, y'all gotta
Go
be.
with the Seahawks, even
oh
though it's
boy,
the game.
if any of y'all go with the Cowboys, I'm for real clowning.
All right, we got Philly and Cowboys in our next game. Another primetime game for the Cowboys, which means another loss. Give me the Eagles. Give me the Eagles to win the division, too.
Yeah, go ahead and give me the Eagles, and I like the Eagles to win the division as well. I'll be putting some money on that.
Like I said last week, I used to be a Cowboys fan, but they won't fire Jason Garrett or get rid of Dak Prescott. So give me them Eagles.
All right, in our last game of the week, we got a terrible Monday night game. I'm really not looking forward to it, but it may be Giants' second win of the season, so I'm going to take Giants to beat 49ers. I feel like Mullins was a one-week wonder. Give me the Giants.
Absolutely. I've been riding the Giants for the last 4 weeks and they've lost all 4 times. So there has to be a 5th time that they actually win.
That's like
give me
when
the Giants.
That's like when you're at the casino and we hit red 5
You're like,
times
hey,
in
bro,
a row.
it's gotta hit
There's
black.
no way it's hitting
Yeah.
red again. Boom, green, loss.
Yeah,
What did it hit the other night? 7 red in a row or whatever it was.
7 red.
And the one we let go by finally hit black. Just our luck.
Go ahead and give me the Giants. Give Laren the Giants. And Matt'll to be continued. But that'll bring us into college football. Couple big games this week. I mean, I guess you can call it a big game. Alabama's playing Mississippi State, Ohio State, and Michigan State. Oklahoma,
Who you got in that
State.
Ohio State, Michigan State? I'm going to go with Ohio State.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ohio State on the road there. And another big game that people are sleeping on, saying it's just going to be a walkthrough. I'm going to pick Auburn to upset Georgia this weekend.
I do not agree.
Give me Auburn as a 14-point underdog to upset. Okay, I'll put it this way. They might not upset them, but they ain't covering 14 points.
You want to hear my upset this week?
What?
Clemson. Boston College. They're going to Boston College, who's got a great defense.
No, a great running back.
Yeah, but they got a good defense,
A.J.
too.
Dillon.
So I'm
Remember
going
the
to call
name.
that as my upset of the week. And that's all we got for college. And we had NCAA basketball start this week. Duke and Kentucky played last night. It was a good matchup.
Let me talk to you about
Duke
that.
looked great. Caleb's our NCAA basketball guy, so give us a little
Dude,
insight real quick
Duke
on that.
is insane. R.J. Barrett and Zion Williamson will carry this team. I've never seen a specimen like Zion come through college and just do this. It's crazy. I would say that Duke, when Dustin said earlier that they go undefeated, I don't see that happen. I think that they go through having a couple losses because every team does. But coming into March Madness, GG, this team is going to take over. They're just going to get better as the year goes. This is the first game of the year.
And they beat Kentucky by 40 points.
They weren't a favorite, and Calipari come out and was like, "This is not a November team." Talking about how this is not a first month team. We're already months ahead of these other people, and you got blasted by almost 30. You were losing by 35 at one point in the time. Dude, Zion Williamson goes up. Somebody's going up for a dunk. Boy takes it out of their hands. Runs. He's a power forward / small forward, shooting guard, point guard, whatever you want him to be. He grabs the ball out of this man's hands, dribbles down court, makes a no-look pass to the middle to Barrett for a dunk. I said, get out of here. He's a center playing like a point guard. This man is amazing.
So who else do y'all have looking good?
Kansas is looking amazing. UNC they look kind of iffy against Wofford. They were it was like a 10.5 point spread, but at first they weren't going to cover it. They had 2 minutes left and they ran away with the score. They ended up winning by like 13 or 14. But I like UNC, Kansas. Michigan State still isn't a bad team, even though they had Kansas last night. Michigan State was getting beat by like 20. They ended up coming back and losing. The spread was like 4. They won by 6. Yeah, but no, Duke. I don't see anybody hanging with Duke. And you also can't leave out Villanova, Georgetown. You have all these other small schools.
I like Nevada. I know.
Did you see him shooting from the field last night?
Yeah, I saw them. Their best 2 players got in foul trouble. Only played 4 minutes apiece in the first half. Yeah. He came in the second half, dude. His plus-minus on the court was like plus 38. That's how good. That dude's amazing. They had a dude, he comes in, he starts dishing the ball, and magically this dude with dreads standing in the corner, bang, 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 just nailing threes all night. Won me some money. I can't complain.
All right, so I'm gonna take Duke to win the national championship this year. Obviously, I like the freshman 5, aka Fab 5. Nah, this the freshman 5, dog. This some real winners. I saw Stephen A. and Jalen Rose on SportsCenter today arguing, saying that Zion Williamson would not even be a starter on the Fab
Zion
Five.
Williamson looks like he'd start for the Showtime Lakers right now.
You heard that,
That
Dustin?
boy is a beast.
Stephen A. Smith and Jalen Rose both said today that Zion Williamson would not even have started on the Fab Five.
Check this.
I said he is the Fab Five by himself.
Check this. He's 6'9", 285. Duke's offensive team, their line, is averaging 290. The biggest guy in baseball, Aaron Judge, he's 10 pounds heavier than.
Did you know
There's only
one
guy in the NBA.
Yeah, one guy in the NBA
weighs more than him,
bigger than Zion
and he's a bench
Williamson.
player.
Actually, he's a starter. It's Boban Bogdanovic
What?
for the Clippers. He's actually been starting for the Clippers. Y'all got to see
Super
this guy.
base?
He's the slowest basketball player I've ever seen.
Zion Williamson ain't slow.
Shaq looks like Usain Bolt to this guy. Like, this guy looks like that dude off of Happy Gilmore. This dude looks like Happy Gilmore. The dude off of Happy Gilmore that says, "You can see me in the parking lot." That guy. That's who the big dude looks like, really.
Hey, but y'all keep a lookout for them LSU Tigers this year in basketball. Them boys are looking nice.
Yeah, them
They
boys
got-
paying
I think
recruits.
we got a top
Yeah,
5 recruit
boy.
this year.
Yeah,
We're
we
top 5
paid.
recruits. Y'all
We
look at
paid
us.
that young man.
Hey, we may not have him in football, but y'all watch out, son. We'll be out there in baseball and basketball.
Isn't
Y'all
Joe Burrow starting point guard for LSU this year?
know.
All right, guys, we'll do our premium plays like we do each week. The last 3 weeks, we've been 11-0 in one push, so we're on fire. Take all 4 of these plays. I'll start it off with a 2-team teaser. I'm going to take Patriots by a half point and what was my other? And Chargers by 3.5. So give me Patriots by a half, Chargers by 3.5. Patriots play Titans, and Chargers play the Raiders. So give me that.
Give me the Chargers.